Present, and we are going to be off and running. Okay. Welcome, everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia, and tonight I'm going to be walking through some information that I believe to be life-changing for you and your family. Someone that you likely like just a little bit invited you to take a look at this. And I know time is precious, so I'm going to do my very best in a short amount of time to walk you through something that I think could be life-changing for you and your family. It definitely was for my family. I'm going to be talking to you about a company named Pure. It's a 15-year-old company based in Texas, and I've been involved with it for 15 years. In 2008, I was practicing medicine full-time as a physician assistant. I had a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old, and this is my sister's son, Bo, with the curly red hair. He had just been diagnosed with severe autism, and I sat with my sister as the physician said, Bo will never speak. He will never have more than the mind of a 3-year-old. He will always be in diapers. And Bo screamed all day long. There was literally no communication at all between Bo and any of us. He just screamed all day long. And I had a lot of questions about that. I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences as a PA. And I began doing a lot of research and learning the importance of nutrition, which was shocking to me because I learned a lot about pharmacologic medications and what prescriptions I could write in medical school, but not about nutrition. In fact, in 2008, I was writing 200 prescriptions a day. So after doing all this research, I told my husband, we need to get better about nutrition. We started an organic garden in our backyard. We got one of those expensive juicers, but ultimately my vegetables all kept going bad. I worked 12-hour days. In 2008, my husband and I started 2 businesses. One was a construction company. One was a brick and mortar skincare retail store in Ponte Vedra Beach. We both worked full-time jobs. So I was so busy, I didn't have time to harvest my vegetables and do the juicing. So I began trying to supplement, and I had a pantry, I think, that looks like most educated Americans have a pantry that looks like this. We've done our research and we've learned, about whether it's our plantar fasciitis or our migraines or our headaches or our sleeping issues or the coughing. We've got a cabinet full of stuff, especially since the pandemic, that we take here and there, but not regularly, and nor do we see consistent results with. And this was me in 2008. I mean, I thought I was healthy, you guys. If you'd asked this girl in 2008 if she was into health and nutrition, I'd been like, I have it covered. I just spent $3,000 with a personal trainer. I'd lost 3 pounds during that time. And I was not really open to listening to anybody teach me about nutrition because I'd just done all this research on my nephew's autism. Well, my brothers called me and said, we have a business we want you to look at. Well, I was very closed-minded to looking at businesses because I just invested $100,000 in the other 2 businesses and had no free time. And they were very persistent, thankfully, and said, we want you to take a look at the company's nutrition. So I agreed to that. And within 5 minutes of watching their presentation, I heard their philosophy of cleanse your body of the toxins, balance out your pH, get alkaline, and build your trillions of cells up with whole raw food nutrition so your body will work the way it was made to work. This is everything I've been learning through my research. And I said, I'm in. Give me everything they have. And 3 months later, we had dramatic changes in our family. Now, within the first couple of days, we saw things. My horrible insomnia and sleep issues resolved in days. My son's horrible constipation issues at the age of 3. Not a good thing when a 3-year-old has horrible constipation issues. Those resolved within a week. I lost 32 pounds in 3 months without trying, without a personal trainer. And my husband had a physical transformation as well. But for him, it was more the mental side of things that changed. He struggled with anger issues. He struggled with depression. Fast forward 3 months later, all of that was gone. Not only did he have a massive physical transformation, and honestly goes to the gym on a regular basis now, along with my boys and myself, but he had a massive mental transformation, which was marriage saving. My nephew Bo came in that Christmas, 3 months after we started with Pure, and said, Aunt Rachel, what a beautiful Christmas tree. And that was the moment when my eyes were open to the power of what we had. This wasn't just my sleep. It wasn't my son's pooping. It wasn't the weight loss. It was Bo went from a child who could not communicate and screamed all day long to speaking, communicating, telling my sister, I love you, Mom. This is Bo at my niece's wedding 2 weeks ago. And he's all dressed up and he's in high school at the same school I went to, getting all A's and B's. It was life-changing for my nephew. I went to work to figure out, was it just Bo? Is it the result of prayer? Or is it more children than just Bo? And I'm just going to tell you, it was more children than just Bo. I now feel ethically obligated to get this information out. I continued to practice medicine for about 12 years and walked away from practicing medicine in December of 2019 because I have found a better way to help people. I now believe with all my heart that the majority of the health issues we face are the result of us being toxic, out of balance, and undernourished. And I'll just tell you, there's a number of books that talk about this. The book, The Truth About Cancer, opened my eyes to why so many medical providers are so prescription happy. This book, The China Study, comparing why are some people sick and others are really healthy, teaching all about food nutrition. This book by Chris Wark, Chris Beat Cancer, will open your eyes to the importance of nutrition and the toxicities that we are exposed to every day. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles. Our food is being sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. We've been putting food in Tupperware containers with saran wrap on top and sticking it in a microwave. If not in the last 5 years, you did it 10, 15 years ago. And that is why the majority of Americans have microparticles of plastic in their bloodstream and cancer rates are shooting up. It's a serious problem. We are out of balance. We don't get enough sleep. We're staring at our phones way too much. We eat too much sugar. And on top of that, we are consuming foods that throw our body into the acidic realm. Now, it's going to work to get to the pH it's supposed to get to. You're either helping it get there by what you're consuming, plant-based diet, or you're hurting it. Most people aren't consuming enough plants. They're not consuming the vitamins and minerals that they should be consuming. They're causing their body to work harder than it should work. And we're extremely lacking in nutrition. Just go to a local kid's lunchroom, a local school lunchroom, and see what they're eating. Lunchables, Oreos, gummy bears, Doritos. I'm going to tell you, my kids don't eat perfect, but in 30 seconds in the morning, they get more nutrition than their whole class gets in a week. Journal of Nutrition came out saying that more than half of American children are not getting the necessary vitamins and minerals they need for their brains to function properly. And what's even worse about that is whatever's in your genetic pipeline, which your parents are starting to struggle with, what your grandparents struggled with, it's coming down the pipeline towards you. It's going to hit the kids even faster because they're not moving. They're even more toxic than we are. And they're lacking in nutrition. A study in 2010 came out showing, look, you have to eat 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat to get the same nutrition our grandparents got from food in 1960. It's getting worse and worse every single year. The pandemic just, I think, awakened everyone to the importance of nutrition, and Pure was already onto it. In 2008, this company started because they were utilizing this cleanse, balance, build philosophy with plant-based nutrition to a group of patients for 30 years in a clinical practice. The results were so fantastic. There was a 3-year waiting list for people to get in. And they had a decision to make. People shouldn't have to wait 3 years to get this kind of nutrition, this information. How are we going to get it out to the population? Do we buy billboards and commercials and radio ads? Do we buy shelf space at Whole Foods? Or do we just let the people who already know about it spread it by word of mouth? And instead of paying a marketing firm, give them a percentage of the commissions of the sales that are made because they talk about it. Well, that's what they chose to do. And it started to spread like wildfire, just person to person, mouth to mouth, house to house. And it's this cleanse, balance, build philosophy that is changing lives across the country. It's the reason I walked away from practicing medicine. The company has over 50 products and they're all amazing, but I really like to talk about the starter pack. I don't know where else you can get guarantee. This company offers a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Now, when I first got started here, I didn't really know anything about what the products were and what they offered. But I found as time went by that people who really took the cleanse, balance, build philosophy and started with the starter packs had much better results. So if you're walking through Whole Foods or a nutrition store and you choose to take a supplement off the shelf, you're not doing it because you just want to spend $30 that day. You're doing it because you're looking for results. What if what you took actually gave you results? What if there was a noticeable change in your weight, in your sleep, in your energy, in your pain, in your bowels, in your mood within 30 days? That's what we see with our starter pack. What I'm here for is what we see in the 3rd and 4th month, which is when you see the lab results. I'm not going to make claims about what's going to happen for you, but there's a reason I've been doing this for 15 years. And I feel extremely passionate about the ability to change people's lives with nutrition. We cleanse the 7 channels that you eliminate through your lungs, your liver, your skin, your lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines. See, that's one of the areas I was lacking in. I was buying supplements from lots of different companies, the best of the best, but I wasn't cleansing out the organs. So by cleansing those channels out, all of a sudden my body can absorb good nutrition. It's like taking your car in for an oil change, okay? But instead of just dumping new oil in, they have to get the old sludge out first and then put the new oil in. That's what this is like. Think of our starter packs as going in for a servicing on your car, which we do every 10,000 miles, right? If you don't, that car's not going to make it 200,000 miles. But we think we can go our whole lives without cleansing, balancing, and building it. And we're going to be fine until our 80s and 90s. You get one house. If anything deserves your attention, it is your body, where your soul lives your entire life. And there's nowhere else that you can get a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, guys. We have omega-3s, we have vitamins, we have calcium, we have magnesium. It is dairy-free, it is soy-free. It is the best of anything that you can find. If you're listening to this and you're over 40, or you're on a lot of prescription medications, you're really struggling with your health, you may want to look at the Core Complete. I highly recommend that. This is our superfruits. Each of these superfruits have been used for thousands of years in the areas where they're grown naturally. Mangosteen comes from Southeast Asia, known for decreasing inflammation. You can go find studies on that right now. Noni's from the volcanic regions of the earth, known for helping with things like reflux. It's a digestive bitter, kills parasites in the gut. If you eat pork and fish, there's parasites in your gut. It's huge for bowel issues. Goji is from the Himalayan mountains. It's called the happy berry, huge for circulation, libido. You've heard of people having sticky blood cells lately. Yeah, you don't want that. Go look at the studies on goji. You'll be blown away. Okay, so we don't have any apple juice or pear juice mixed in to make these things taste good. When I buy a bottle of noni from Pure, I'm getting 100% noni. That's what you want. You don't want to go to Whole Foods and get some noni that's been mixed in with pear juice and apple juice to make it taste good, right? But the marketing people are smart. They know Americans like sugar. We like sugar. We're addicted to it. It's like a drug. If I eat an Oreo, I can barely stop myself from eating 2 or 3 of them. It is like a drug. And many people will say, I don't like that. It doesn't taste good. Did you know that if someone has cancer and they go in for a PET scan to see where all the cancer is in the body, they just shoot them up with dye and stick them into the machine, they won't see it. Have to shoot them up with something else. Glucose solution, sugar, because that's what lights up the cancer. Sugar is the devil. Now, the majority of the products that we have do come in capsule formulation. If you're one of those people that are addicted to sugar, like I can only drink Mountain Dew, I can't taste anything that tastes bad, then you need to get the capsules, okay, hands down. But the starter package is powerful, okay, whether you're looking at the Core Complete or the Core Plus, 30-day satisfaction guarantee. And I'm going to go one further. If you get started tonight, you're watching this tonight, November 13th, and you choose to get started with one of our Core Plus starter packs, we're going to put you into a group where you can get all your questions answered regarding the products. We're going to walk you through how to take the products. I'm live daily answering people's questions for the next 6 weeks. You will be participating in that if you want to. If you walk into Whole Foods and buy one of their kits or their packs or their vitamin C, is there a guarantee that you're going to have results? No. Is there a guarantee you're going to be happy? No. This is pretty powerful stuff, you guys. I don't know if you're struggling with your health, you have nothing to lose. If you're not struggling with your health, whatever's in your genetic pipeline is going to hit you sooner or later. Prevention is key. I can help. We can help you. Back to the person who invited you, ask them what their story is. Ask them what they love most about Pure. They probably just invited you to watch this and didn't even say very much about it. Ask them what their story is. We have a sports line that's tremendous. My husband, if he was up here right now, he would be telling you, I think you should start on the sports line. So we're all in the gym every day. My husband, my 2 boys, and I for a couple hours every day. And I'll just tell you, the sports line is known for giving results, building muscle. People that are in their 60s and 70s, what are they always worried about? Falling and going to the hospital, breaking a hip, breaking a bone. Oftentimes they don't come back out. You want to grow your muscles. I don't care how old you are, you need to grow your muscles. That has been shown in multiple studies to help you live a longer, better life. Grow your muscles. We have a tremendous beauty product that has collagen, biotin, probiotic in it. It's the best collagen you can find for plumping of the skin, leaky gut, as well as tendons and joints. So pretty powerful products, and what Pure prides itself on is having the best of the best. A lot of times people go, that starter pack, I don't know that I can do that. You can. This is my 8-year-old when he was 8, taking the products every single morning, slamming down the superfruit, slamming down the vitamins, slamming down the Goyen, getting all the calcium and everything in his body every single morning. And we could tell when he took it, and we can tell when he didn't. These are my boys last summer drinking their calcium. You can see some capsules there. My younger one had kind of moved from the liquid daily build to the capsule daily build, but the immune boosters are also there in capsule form. And we were going through the pandemic last year. What supplements are you taking right now every day? Are your kids taking right now every day? Can you tell when you take them? And can you tell when you don't? That's what makes Pure different. You can see him eating muffins that have Mila in them, high amounts of omega-3 and fiber, cleanses out the intestinal tract, so my boys poop normally and easily. And then the omega-3s are huge for brain development, focus, less aggression, better communication, better sleep. Omega-3s are powerful. I have a whole presentation on each one of the products in the Core Plus and the Core Complete that we can show you where you can go watch that. My son now drinks a smoothie every morning instead of taking the shots of the super fruits. It's really, really easy, you guys, to get everything in. And like I said, if you choose to join us tonight, we're going to put you in some groups where you get training. You can ask questions of how to take it, when to take it. We're keeping track of when you get your products, and we're going to make sure that you're utilizing them and that you're happy with what you purchased. It's really, really powerful what we have. If you're struggling with your weight, you eat too much sugar, you drink too much alcohol, or maybe you're like doing everything right and you still can't lose. That was me. I mean, I'm telling you, I hit 40 and no matter what I did, I couldn't lose weight. And I jumped on this Pure metabolic reset that the company offers, where you're literally resetting your metabolism. You are eating every 3 hours. You are eating within 30 minutes of waking up, which I'm going to tell you, a lot of women are not. They're starving themselves. They start eating less and less and less until you're under 1,000 calories a day and you're still not losing weight. And so on this program, you are turning your body into a fireplace, basically, while putting in the Core Plus and Core Complete products. So literally for the first 7 days on the reset, you're consuming the Core Plus and Core Complete products. You're utilizing a smoothie for your snacks. We are telling you what to eat and when to eat it. And it is simple. What we're hearing from people is, I eat so much. I cannot believe I'm losing weight eating this much. The instructions and the training on how to do this, once you get it, it's really, really simple. And if you fall off, it's not a big deal. You just jump right back on. So if you're struggling with your weight, you've been looking for something, this could be that thing for you. I will also tell you, we're about to implement a challenge that if you are looking to lose weight and you know, like, man, when I do it, it's on. You're going to want to get involved in our challenge. I'm still making the decision about whether to launch it before the holidays. We're definitely going to launch a challenge after the holidays, but I'd love to know if you're listening and you're like, I'm ready to jump on a challenge next week. Let me know. Maybe we'll launch it before the holidays, but the Reset Plus is one of my favorite packs for people looking to lose weight. So what is Pure? Pure is the best of the best in nutrition that you can get from all in one location. I'm going to tell you guys, I have medical doctors, healthcare providers, massage therapists, acupuncturists, people who are really into nutrition, okay? Naturopaths, functional naturopaths, who recommend these products to their patients. Why? Because we are the best of the best. Now, if they're not recommending it, they don't know about us. Once they know about us and they go look at what we have compared to what they're recommending already, they're like, oh, this is streamlined. This is easy. They think what I thought. 30 years in a clinical practice, that's more than enough research for me. All of our products are third-party tested. Many of our products are in the physician's desk reference, which is the PDR, which I used for 20 years to write prescriptions. And then our products come from all over the world to these FDA registered facilities where they've been manufactured and put into bottles and sent out to us. People go, oh, are they FDA approved? Vaccines should be FDA approved. Pharmaceutical medications must be FDA approved. Food and supplements don't need FDA approval. So it's like asking, is this banana FDA approved? No. Thankfully, I don't write prescription medications anymore. There are no prescription medications here. So we go through FDA registered facilities. But what really makes us different, you guys, anything else out there, it works. Products work. And they're giving you a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. And we're giving you all the training. So if you're ready to take your health into your hands and tired of being worried about your health future, tired of being worried about your kids and if they're getting enough nutrition, tired of struggling with the little things that all Americans think are normal, sleep issues, struggling in school, focus, pooping, pain, migraines, allergies. If you're sick of that, you guys, you owe it to yourself to give this a real look. Look at who shared this with you. It's somebody who cares about you. Ask them, does it really work? Do you really think this could be for me? What do you have to lose? I got started because I'm like, click of a button, it's all going to come to my house. No more juicing, no more vegetables, no more going to the health food store. I'm in. Give me all of it. I know I'm talking fast. People complain about it all the time. Listen, Americans, we have a very short attention span. That's why TikToks, my boys say, Mom, it's got to catch him 5 seconds. TikToks, 5-second long things. I'm talking fast. If you're meant to hear this, you will not be able to get it out of your head. If you're not meant to hear it, you're probably already gone. Okay, fine, no problem. If you have more questions, stay on afterwards for the Q&A or go to purelifechangers.com to get more information. Also, ask whoever invited you to add you to this page. I'm actually live on this page right now, Changing Lives with Pure. If you're on that page, use the little magnifying glass, the search box, to type in whatever ailments you and your family are struggling with. Look up other people's testimonies. I will say again, I don't know what's going to happen for you. I'm not going to make claims. The company satisfaction guarantee says enough all by itself, right? So you have nothing to lose. It's very, very powerful what we've seen happen. So how do you get started? Livepure.com. Go on there, go start adding stuff to your shopping cart. Core Complete is one of my favorites. The Reset Plus is one of my favorites. Mix and match, add the immune boosters or the sports line. Let me review prices. The Core Complete this is a one person, 30 days. $414, a little over $10 a day for you to basically take your body in for a servicing, right? We go to the doctor's office and where they check our labs and then we write prescription. We don't write them anymore. We send them into the doctor, into the pharmacy by our phones or whatever the heck kind of tablet we're using in the office. But that's what we do. That's your servicing, right? Your body needs nutrition. Okay, this is your servicing. That's what we're doing here. So it's typically people start with this. They love it so much. They see such great results that they go forward with 2 to 4 products. Some people go forward with more, but the average person goes forward with 2 to 4 products a month. You might be thinking, well, gosh, that means like what? How much is that per month? Typically 125 to 150 a month. And your body's worth it, guys. See, in our household, we think about it like health insurance. It's health insurance for me and my family. That's basically that's how I think of it. We go to the doctor. My kids have to go into the sports physicals once a year for those papers that say that they're fine and they can work out and they can do weightlifting and wrestling and all that stuff that they do. That's the only time we go. Our pediatrician will tell you, we don't ever see the Garcia family because of my health insurance. I don't know what's going to happen for you, but it's done really well for us the last 15 years. Core Plus, $289, a little less than $10 a day for your 30-day body servicing. That's what I want you to think of it as, okay? Reset Plus, you're ready to jump all in. This includes the whole Core Complete, and it includes enough of the products that are included in that reset program for you and somebody else to do it for 6 weeks. So maybe your sister, maybe your neighbor, maybe your spouse, maybe you and one of your children. Maybe you have a teenager or an adult child who is ready to just totally do an overhaul. We're coming up on the holidays, you guys. What happens around this time of year is in this next 6 weeks, most people are gaining 10 pounds. You still have your Halloween candy left over, right? You're about to go into Thanksgiving with all that food. Then we go into Christmas with the holiday treats everywhere. Do you want to gain 10 pounds of fat in the next 6 weeks? Or would you rather really start to get it together and go into the new year like, oh my gosh, I'm doing better than I've ever done? That's what I prefer. That's what I recommend. Livepure.com, you guys, add what you want to your pack. Go to checkout. It's going to ask you, do you want to save money and join now as a preferred customer? Yes. You give them your email address, you get 25% off. That's a no-brainer. No obligation to purchase again. 93% chance that you will. 93 out of 100 people who start with one of our starter packs repurchase, not because we're pressuring them to, but because they want to. And listen, if you reorder, their subscription program is amazing. You get 20% back in free products. So like if you decide you're going to reorder, make sure you do it in the subscription program. It's like going to your grocery store, buying $100 worth of stuff. And because you bought it through their subscription program, you get a $20 gift card to use the next time you shop. It's really fantastic. Okay, so make sure that you sign up for that. But there's no obligation. And it's really easy to cancel the Smart Ship if you sign up for that. I don't know about you guys, but I've been involved in things before where I've tried to cancel it and they're like, oh, you can only cancel 1 week before it goes through, or you can only cancel by calling in this number, or you have to send an email. And I'm like, you got me in a trap. No traps here. Literally, you get an email that says your Smart Ship is going through in 2 days. You click a button, cancel it. Click a button to edit it. Mine is edited all the time. Sometimes we're out of Sportsline. Sometimes we're out of Mangosteen. Sometimes we're out of the Daily Build or the Mila. We're editing ours constantly. Okay, so you want to become a preferred customer. It's going to ask you when you're checking out, would you prefer, who enrolled you, who brought you to this webinar, put their name in, okay? You don't want some random person in Kansas who pays a marketing firm to get their site to the top of the page to get credit for your order. Get it back to your friend. And while I'm going there, I'll address that for just a moment. If you're listening to this, and one, $289 is too much for you to spend on your most important asset, your house that you live in. 2, you're into multiple streams of income. Maybe you don't have time, but you're into multiple streams of income. Or 3, you're thinking of somebody else who needs this right now. You need to listen to this next portion. If you're just here for the products, you guys can go order right now. Okay, but if you're one of those other 3 things, you need to listen for a little bit, okay? Because I'm going to be talking to you about the importance, in my opinion, of everybody having multiple streams of income, okay? I feel that it's very important for everybody to have multiple streams of income. You never know when something bad is going to happen. I practiced medicine for 20 years as a PA. I had 3 bosses. 2 of the 3 called me in and said, you make too much money for a PA. We have to lessen what we agreed to in your contract. Okay. If you have a ceiling to what you can make wherever you are, friends, there's no glass ceiling here. You can make whatever you want to make. In the beginning, I just told people about the products. I was essentially a vending machine that was telling people about products, and I got a percentage every time somebody purchased from me. That's great. I mean, when you sell a bag of meal, you make like $3, $6, something like that. Whatever, that's fine. I wasn't doing it for the money. I was doing it because my nephew's testimony, and then my sister's friend's son's testimony, and then this person's testimony. And that, I'm like, oh my gosh, more people need to know about this. How do I get the best results? How do I reach the most people? I find other people who are willing to tell other people. See, because I can't call your people. I sound like a telemarketer and you're going to hang up on me. They're going to hang up on me. But you can. You can share this with others. And if you share this with others, you can create a revenue. You can create a weekly revenue stream. This is an important question. What else are you doing right now that if you spend 30 minutes on it, Monday through Friday, 5 years from now, it will pay you weekly for the rest of your life? What else? Not even going to the gym will do that for you. You stop going to the gym, you stop looking like you look. You sell real estate, you stop selling real estate, it stops. I could move to France tomorrow, leave my phone, my laptop, and I'd make more in 2023 than I did in 2022 because of what I've done for the last 15 years. And I built that in the first 5 years of doing this. I worked I worked so much, you guys, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then I went and closed out my skincare store. And my husband had his construction company and we had 2 babies. I made 1 phone call a day. 1 phone call a day. Found something amazing. I don't know if it's for you. If I send you something, will you look? For those of you that are starting to go, oh, but it's one of those things. What does that even mean? Okay. This business model is touted as one of the best in the world by Richard Branson and Tony Robbins. More millionaires have been created in this profession than in any other profession. Why would you not look at it? Maybe you had a bad experience with a bad one. All right. Well, there's bad everything out there. I went on bad dates. Thankfully, I didn't swear off men. I married my husband. I have 2 beautiful children. We've been married 25 years in April. Thankfully, I didn't want one bad experience say, no, I'm never doing that again. Okay. This profession is brilliant. The bad ones are gone in 5 years. Careful with the startups. It's not likely they're going to be here in 5 years. Like less than 5% of them make it past the 5-year mark. We've been here 15 years. Okay, we're not going anywhere. The future of this company is health and wellness. But we didn't just start because a bunch of people got together and said, ooh, what's the future? What's the next $1 trillion industry? Health and wellness, the baby boomers, they're all going to want stuff. Let's go hire some scientists and cook up some stuff in a lab. No, this is a centuries-old philosophy. Genesis 1:29 says everything we need comes from the ground. This was used in a clinical practice for 30 years, and the demand was so high that the company started. That's what makes us different from anything else out there. And all we do is invite people to take a look. Found something amazing. You should look at it. You know, it's like the waitress at the coffee shop in the morning. I was in the airport the other day and saw this. She goes around, would you like some coffee? Would you like some coffee? When somebody says no, she didn't throw the coffee pot on the ground and run out saying, nobody likes me. I can't do this job. Like, we just keep inviting. Is it for you? Is it for you? Is it for you? I don't know if it's for you or not, but if it is, dude, it can change your life. Here's how you make a little money. All right. If you have 10 customers who order 3 to 4 products a month, you're going to make $400 a month. If you have 20 customers who order 3 to 4 products a month, you make $1,000 a month. And remember, we have a 93% repurchase rate. Not if people start on one product, but if they start on our starter packs. Okay. So this is good money, right? When I first started in this, I didn't see it as a real business. It was so cheap to get started. I was like, that's not a business. My CPA was like, I think this might be the best business you've ever started. I was like, yeah, no, it's not a business. Let me just tell you, don't argue with the guy who sees everybody's bank accounts. He was right. We wrote the whole investment off, basically wrote off what I was buying at the health food store. I bought it through Pure. I wrote it off. I wasn't able to write off what I bought at the health food store. I wrote it all off. And then I made my investment back in less than a month. And then I was getting checks weekly. Now they weren't massive checks. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a mentor. I had no idea what I was doing. But it was like, this is interesting and weird. Why am I getting these checks? And then I was laid off at the job that I'd worked at for 4 years because he closed his office and moved to Texas, and 40 others were laid off. And thought, Pure's not my business. I'm going to go do my skincare store. It took me another 12 months to figure out as these checks just started. We found 2 people who decided to partner with me and start to share it with others. And when you find 2 people that decide to partner and start to share it with others, oh my, So I created a system that allows those two people who join, whether you're engaged or not, to plug in to all of the leadership, all of the mentorship, all the training that we have, and create whatever kind of income they want to. We are global. We are in multiple different companies, but I'm going to go back to the two people. See, most people tell quite a few people and they have a lot of customers. If you can find two people that say, I'm going to plug in and do this every day, now, I will work with them. And whoever invited you, maybe they'll work with them, maybe they won't, but I will. You will be on my team and our leaders will be working with you to help that person achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. And if you find two, it's not unheard of for you to get checks from the work that those two people are doing. If you're listening to this, whoever invited you probably invited at least 5-10 people to get on tonight. If they join before you, your orders benefit them. If you join before them, you'll see an email. Frank just joined your team. You'll be like, how did he join my team? Oh, well, I only have 2 places to put people, right? They only have 2 places to put people. So the next person who comes in is going to go on your team or over on this team. What does it mean when Frank goes on your team? Every order that he places, every person he tells that orders goes into a bank account for you to cash in on once you start sharing it. Think of it like vending machines. If you just have customers, you're a vending machine. You're getting money every single time somebody purchases. If somebody you're sharing it with starts to share it with others, the company is going to give you a percentage of all of their sales. And then they start to share it. You're going to get a percentage of all their sales as well. Susan, Frank, these are your 2 team leaders. Anybody that comes in after that goes on Susan and Frank's team. Who are the first 2 people that you can find that will do this? They might not be the first 2 people. I didn't find my 2 builders for about 2 years. I just kept sharing it, kept sharing it, kept sharing it, kept sharing it. I was doing it all wrong. I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to sell the products. I was trying to talk about mangosteen and the benefits of Mila. I didn't know. Now I know. I'll tell you what my 2 strengths are now. I'm really good at helping people make money, and I'm really good at helping people earn free trips. This is the most you can spend, $2,569. It's actually about $4,000 worth of product. So for me, I got started with this pack, no intention of building a business. I wanted the $1,500 worth of free product. But whoever's joining right now, we have a coupon for you. If you're coming in with this package, we can give you a 20% off coupon for you to get this for $500 less. Okay, so $2,055 is what it is in Florida. I just signed somebody up with it today. $2,055 for you to get $4,000 worth of product. You're able to write it off. You get into our VIP mentorship and coaching program. You get eligible for the trips that I offer to my teams who are in the VIP program, and you have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Plus, you get in the company's additional bonus program. Fabulous place to start, you guys. If you have a family of 4, you don't want to do the business, the family pack is the best pack for you anyways. The Reset Plus also offers business. Let me say it this way. The Reset Plus, you can also get the 20% off. So that's about $300 off of this $1,500 pack. You're getting $500 worth of free product. You're going to get 4 coupons, whether you come in with the Reset Plus or the family pack, that you can then go and share with your first 4 people that you share that decide to come in as well. And here's a cool little thing. When you have 4 people come in with the same pack you came in with, you just made your money back. To me, that's why I thought it wasn't a business. I'm like, wait, when I opened my skincare store, I spent $50,000 on products that I could not use. I had to sell it to my people. Here, I'm buying health products that my family and I are consuming. And then when I made my money back, I'm like, this health product for free. And now every other check I made was just profit. Massive, massive way to win here. Okay. You can start wherever you want to, though. Let me be clear about that. I have people who go, I can't afford $1,400. Okay. So you can start with the Core Plus pack. You can start with the Immune pack. You're going to pay the business builder fee of $49 plus shipping, which those are waived with the higher packs. You won't get these 20% off coupons to give to people, but you can start there. You can start there and start slow. You're still going to get into our training programs, not the higher VIP mentoring programs, but our training programs. And you can start earning checks. Okay. I want to encourage you to get a little uncomfortable. What's the worst that can happen here? I'll tell you what the worst that happens. People buy the packs, sit them in their garage, never plug into the training program that they signed up for, and never do anything. That's the worst that can happen. Makes no sense to me at all, right? So if you're going to do this, commit to do it and decide you're going to get your money back in less than 30 days. If you put it on a credit card and you make your money back in 30 days, then you just got airline points. And your credit improved and you paid off your investment in 30 days. If you like to travel, we do trips all over the world, you guys. When my husband and I first started with this, we earned trips to Australia, Hawaii, Europe. And then we were kind of lonely. We're like, let's teach other people to do this rather than just us earning the trips all the time. Like, I think we went on 8 trips without anybody. And I'm like, enough of this. Now we help more people earn trips than anyone in the entire company. We helped over 200 people earn trips in the last 6 months. We're really good at it. All right. So if you like to travel for free, our next huge trip is to Greece. And you have plenty of time to earn that. So if you want to go to Greece with your significant other, you guys, these trips are over $20,000 that the company is paying for you to go on these amazing trips around the world with. Who would you like to go with? Who are the first people you would tell? Don't tell them yet. You need to go through a little bit of training. You can do all your training on your phone. We plug you right into it as soon as you choose to join us with one of those family packs, and off you go running. All right. We are here to hold hands with you. I do this full time now. I speak live daily between now and December 16th every day, and I'm doing live Q&As every day. So if there is ever a time for you to take a jump into something new, this is probably the best time that we've ever had. Okay. I haven't always done live events. I haven't always done live Q&A, but you have the opportunity for that now. So I'm going to stop the recording. And then if anybody's on and has any questions, there's a little Q&A button that you can type in. And actually, I'm going to double check. I think I can see the questions that are on all of my sites right now. I'm on a number of different places right now. Yes, I'm on a number of different places right now. And I believe I can see you're chatting everywhere. So if you have questions, just start typing and I will be happy to answer them. I'm just going to make sure that I'm looking at the questions. Might not see it if you're on the YouTube site, but everywhere else, I should be able to see it. Okay. Any questions, you guys? There's no bad questions. I'll tell you that. People think, oh, this is embarrassing. You can say anonymous if you want to ask your questions. You can ask whatever questions you want to, and I'll answer them. So, how many people does the family pack feed? It's 4. It's typically 4 people. Again, I got started with the family package because I was a family of myself, my husband, my toddler, my 9-month-old, and then my sister and her son. I was like, I want it for everybody. And I think it's a big part of why I'm here. If I just got started with the Core Plus or the Core Complete, I mean, I would have had my testimony, but I wouldn't have had their testimonies, which is the real reason I'm here today. So if you have a family, maybe you're like, I need to believe in it first. Okay, well, make sure you get the package where you can share it with the members of your family so you can actually get their testimonies. Okay, make sure that you plug into the site so we can teach you how to take it. That's important. Some people, yeah, this question's always asked. I'm not good at sales. Most people on my team are not good at sales. We have helped thousands of people earn weekly checks. You don't have to be good at sales. If you're coachable, and you can follow the training that we have. We teach you how to share this with others. I mean, it's literally like this. This is the phone call. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Great. Okay, listen, I'm calling you for a reason. I have something I want you to take a look at. If I send you a link, will you jump on tonight at 8 o'clock and take a look at a webinar? I'm seeing and they'll start asking questions, right? Typically, like, what is it? I'll say, I'm crazy busy. There's no way I can explain it in 3 minutes, but I think it'll be up your alley. You'll know within the first 10 minutes if it's for you or not. If I send it to you, will you watch it? And that's what we did the first 3 years in this business. And most people didn't watch it. I'd follow up at night on my way home from work, and some of them would watch it. Some of them wouldn't watch it. But I'm like the girl at the coffee shop. I don't get upset. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If it's not for you, I don't want you here. I don't want you here if it's not for you. Right. But I pray every day that God opens the doors for the ones that are supposed to hear it and closes the doors on the ones that aren't. And now we have just the most amazing, we have a marketing team who creates magazines like this that you get featured in if you are building a massive business with us. So we have all these people featured in these magazines. We have so many tools for you here to help you build a business. You don't have to be a marketing genius. You don't have to be good at sales. I'm doing these live twice a day on Monday through Thursday, and then once Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're doing all the work for you. You just have to invite people and then throw them on the Changing Lives with Peer page. They're meant to see it. They can't get it out of their heads. They can't. They'll call the next day going, I can't get it out of my head. It's meant for me to get started. They have a question, you throw them in a group text with myself or one of our leaders. We will answer their questions for them. Okay, we're not going to give medical advice. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to say this is the best nutrition that you will find on the planet, and everybody needs it. All right. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Tomorrow at, what's today? Today's Sunday. Tomorrow at noon, I'm going live twice. I have testimonies on, I believe I have a testimony on tomorrow's noon call as well as tomorrow night's 8 o'clock call. So there's live testimonies, and some of the presentations that I'm doing throughout the week, I have a co-presenter as well. So stay plugged in. I hope that I get to see you guys, meet you. And again, if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Don't go into the witness protection program. Get back to the person who invited you. Tell them where you're at, just so they know. All right.